Bart owned the greatest racehorse in the world. Just one look from it could make its rivals give up the race. Besides winning the champion's prize, it would even steal the runner-up prize. But before meeting Bart, this horse had only been a stunt horse. Duncan was forced to dive into a pool from hundreds of feet in the air. The police chief believed this was animal abuse. The owner pretended to go get something and then drove away. Duncan was abandoned. According to the law, he would be sent to a slaughterhouse unless someone was willing to take him in. Bart wanted to adopt Duncan. He looked at Homer. Homer looked at Marge.
Should the Simpsons get a horse?
Tunnel!
After they got home, Marge calculated that Duncan would cost $500 a week. Homer thought the horse was more useful than many of the things Marge had bought, like a mop that needed to be fed, and a pair of scissors designed to cut cars in half, as well as a beetle used to unclog drains. Homer figured Duncan could earn his own money. He trained Duncan to compete in a football game, but horses weren't eligible to participate.
He's a diving horse. Maybe he could dive for pearls.
Pearls, eh?
Homer then imagined that he owned a lot of pearls. A pearl butler would bring him pearl cereal. While Homer was daydreaming, Bart discovered that Duncan could run incredibly fast, so they decided to train him to become a racehorse. Homer became Duncan's trainer.
When the race starts, run really fast.
Soon they entered a horse race. While the other horses charged forward, Duncan just stood there without moving.
Come on, boy. I know you're scared, but you can do this. I believe in you.
With Bart's encouragement, Duncan suddenly took off, but they had started far too late. The race was already over. Bart believed Duncan was simply suffering from stage fright. Homer decided to transform Duncan into a rebellious tough guy. Duncan's mane was dyed in bright colors. He wore a cool and edgy outfit. He even got a nose ring. Duncan's entire demeanor became much more confident. In the next race, Duncan unleashed astonishing speed. He pushed past every competitor and crossed the finish line first. Homer held up the trophy and bragged to the other jockeys. From then on, Duncan won every race he entered. He became the nightmare of every other racehorse, but as Duncan's trainer. Homer was captured by the other jockeys and taken into a tunnel. He fell into a forest. The jockeys revealed their true identities. They were actually elves from the forest, who disguised themselves as humans to compete in horse racing. They had made a fortune by monopolizing the horse racing industry, but Duncan's arrival ruined their perfect arrangement. They threatened Homer and demanded that Duncan lose the next day's race. If he refused, they would eat Homer's brain to stay alive. Homer had no choice but to agree. Then they sent him back to the human world. Homer thought it had all been a dream.
No dream. Lose the race, fat boy.
That night, he discussed throwing the race with Bart, but Bart refused, because if Duncan won this race, he could spend the rest of his life living like a champion stud horse
Well, it is a good life.
for Duncan's future happiness. Homer decided to stand up to the elves. During the race the next day, Duncan charged into the lead as usual, but the elves started attacking Bart in order to win. Duncan fought off the other competitors and carried Bart to victory, but during the award ceremony, the elves lit a cannon and fired it at the stage. Homer and Bart escaped on Duncan's back, while the elves chased them relentlessly. Homer told Marge to activate the trap they had prepared in advance.